Hello YouTube, I love you. Anyway, yeah, the YouTubers have joined us, live stream viewers, so be polite.
Hello, YouTube.
Ah, YouTube. Yeah, I got a Twitter. I think if you look here, just below my face, that is my Twitter name, which is, funnily enough, the same as my Twitch name, because I hit the jackpot when I chose. Scrimpy Data. You're new. Hello. Pleased to meet you. Glad you chose to join us and not some other fool on the internet. Oh. How splendid. You've been here before. My bot thinks you've been here before. How do I not know that? I accidentally clicked the mouse. Ah, crivens, and we're recording. At least I clicked on the right thing. Let's stop mucking around and actually do some Dark Souls, because otherwise this is getting a little bit tenuous. We've not really got that gaming link that will keep us live on Twitch. Okay, so we run out of this bonfire, and there's that. Oh, isn't that just lovely? I think I remember where I am. Maybe you've just got one of those faces, Scrimpy. Maybe the bot took a look at you and went, "You look familiar. You must have been marked with my data stamp previously." Oh, thank you, Tyler. My bot doesn't seem to have actually noted Tyler's arrival, though. The old bot's got some questions to answer. Much like this many-eyed moron. You think you can take me? I don't think so. Hello, Mayor. Is that what you meant me to say? In a little Kim Jong-il voice? Not even Kim Jong-il's actual voice. Kim Jong-il's impersonation on... damn it, the name of the film eludes me. Fuck it, what's it called? Team America World Police. World America Team Police? Team World America Police? American World Team Police.
World Police Team.
That's the one. That's the gibbet. Let's put the criminal in there. Okay, let's have a few of these esti. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I just wrote that one today. So, you know, if it's a little bit rusty, blame that. My tumble dryer just finished. That's my tumble dryer.
What that was.
In a moment, I'm going to have to get up and deal with this tumble dryer beeping, because it's not on. It's going to be very distracting if it continues this way. Very distracting indeed. Well, that's a lovely thing to say. I like to think of myself as amazing, but of course you can be amazing for all the wrong reasons. Hitler was pretty amazing. You know, I would not say I was unamazed by the things he decided to do, but you know, they weren't good things. So let's remember that amazing is a neutral thing. It's not good or bad, merely grey. What am I doing? Right, anyway, stop staring at the chat. Stop staring at the chat, scoundrel. Just because you're hoping someone else is going to come in and compare you to Stephen Fry doesn't mean it's going to happen if you stare at the chat. That was a little bit of an excessive massage ego. My brain came. So, where am I? I know I'm close to the Father of the Abyss, because this is close to the Father of the Abyss, but I think I've gone... I could be your... Well, you know, I could try to be your Morgan Freeman, although the idea of actually owning somebody is a little bit illegal. So, you know, I'll work on my Morgan Freeman impersonation. I don't have a very good Morgan Freeman impersonation. I can do some, but the ones that I can do elude me at the moment. I am a little bit lost. I can't figure out which ones I'm good at and which ones I'm not. So, just for safety, I won't do any for now. Also, I run the risk of, unintentionally at least, being racially insensitive doing a Morgan Freeman voice. There might be some dark recess of my brain that will, you know, my lizard brain will kick in and it will go, yeah, well, why don't you do something like really stereotypical? That will make sense, won't it? And then, you know, I'll end up being a pariah on the internet. Twitch will hate me. People will come around my house and smear it with dog shit and call me an arsehole, and you know, that's not going to be any good. I've got kids, they can't have that. They can't be put through that kind of nightmare. All for the want of an impersonation? I don't think so. I think you're going to have to wait, people. Sorry, I'm babbling again. And I'm just running backwards and forwards. newcomers to the stream, be warned, this is not unusual. I'll sit here waffling away, going la 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 la, thinking I'm being all funny and clever, and when in fact I'm just running backwards and forwards in Dark Souls and looking like a complete div. Hello? Oh, this is the path. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Bosh.
What level you upgraded that sword to?
This is currently a +6. I want to say 6. Let's or a 5, 6 or a 5. Oh, you poisonous little shit! Anyway, let's have a quick look at the weapon. Answers can be put on a postcard. +4.
+4, yeah.
Okay, that's subpar, but that just means I'm really cool if I win with a subpar weapon. So I'm loath to.
Oh dear.
Death 1 for the stream. A life has been claimed! My life! Fuck! Waffles? What are you saying? You're saying my voice is going. I resent that. I'm not happy. That's it, I'm hitting a late puberty. I'm 34 this year, it's about time my testicles dropped. All this, that grew today. Yesterday I was a mewling babe in my mother's arms, and today, a 34-year-old man-child. Bosh. 2 chops? I think this weapon might be damaged. It's damaged goods. This time, I'm going to be much cooler. This time I'm going to look so fucking fly. All the people watching, you'll melt like the Nazis at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, just from how fucking awesome I was. Which is a shame, because I'll lose all my viewers if that happens. But, you know, you can't fight the laws of nature. Physics is an implacable mistress. That was grammatically incorrect. Physics is an implacable mistress. Hang me from the rafters! I have failed.
Nothing worse than a grammar fail.
No, I mean, especially from me. Grammar fascist par excellence. Why, hello. Why don't you die? Oh, because you're better than me! Scrutux, don't fall off the edge. There we go. 1 hit. That's nice. Retrieval. Oh, I've got to work on my retrieval song. That was way too wobbly.
You're out of practice.
I remember what I say when I'm coming down here, though. Prismatic orbs. There's my little catchphrase for this little bridge. Little, little. 2 uses of the word little. If this was a written piece, it will be denied by the editor. 0, 0! In fact, not a new viewer, as my bot believes him to be. 0, 0 is such a long-term viewer that if he'd been buried the first time he watched, he would have fossilised by now, and we would be using the soft parts of his body as fuel for our vehicles. Oh, fucking hell, what's wrong with me? Okay, here we are. We're in the boss! Are you ready, everybody? Hold on to your testicles, unless you're a lady, in which case, grab your boobs. We're going to get in for a rough ride here. Okay, okay. Hello, sausage. Oh, look at him go. He's a little bit of a maniac, this one. Oh, Shazam! I'm not even going to get a hit in. I'm not even going to get to count coup on him. Back away my arse. I've got 1 hit in. That's what counts. Dignity maintained. Oh, dignity lost. Death. Help me. Oh, but now 0, 0's come in while the bot's there. I can do him a custom intro. 0, 0, internet hero. Do, 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 do. Or something along those lines. Oh, my family are out. They've gone to stay at Nanny's while we're having building work done. So, as a result, I am free to do all the death metal roars, Mongolian throat singings, and other loud noises that I would otherwise not normally do. And I'm going to probably shout at that tumble dryer in a minute. We'll have to take a brief pause for me to de-beep the situation. Where am I? What's going on? Why are there suddenly people attacking me?
Oh.
That was a little bit of a sad death metal roar. I don't know if you caught the emotion in that, but I thought it came off better than I'd intended. Clenches his buttocks and holds his genitals. That's a good way to be. You know, many of life's woes simply cannot happen to you while your buttocks are clenched and your genitals are firmly grasped. Certainly, many of the ones that involve shitting oneself are mitigated. Mitigated? Ameliorated? I don't know.
That might
just words.
just make it worse, really.
I suppose if you really, really cannot stop from shitting yourself and you're clenching your bum cheeks, that might make more of a mess.
Might
Certainly.
make more fine spray.
From my, well, yeah, or indeed flattened, squashed shit, because in my experience as a father from changing nappies, the ones that have been compressed are usually far worse than the ones that have been discovered mid-shit, as it were. It's better to open the nappy and see the turd peeking out still from its little hole than to pick a baby up and go, God, they shit sometime recently and it's had a chance to be mashed against the inside of the nappy, causing maximum spread and penetration of all fibres and creases. Anyone who's thinking of having a child, it's quite good fun, you'll enjoy it, but be warned, if you have a little boy, you will be having to clean shit out of the wrinkles of their scrotum. I know it doesn't sound nice, but it's just the stark reality of human procreation. Just be warned. Girls' nappies are easier. And me sitting here waffling about being a parent has led to nothing but humiliation. Why did I have children? I don't mean that. I mean, why am I playing Dark Souls? I had a moment of almost blissful release yesterday when Xbox Live people said, no, you can't play Dark Souls, your Xbox Live Gold account has gone. You know, when they said that, I was sitting there thinking, oh God, I might get to play another game. Am I really free? Can I just walk out the door and never look back? Or am I going to remain strapped into Dark Souls dungeon in the cellar forever? And it looks like I'm pretty firmly strapped in.
You did manage to conquer the secret boss, Petra.
Petra, oh yeah, secret boss Petra of the helpline. She said to me, do you have the number for your... Do you have a number that we can call? And so I gave her my phone number, and then she replied, yeah, that's the number, call that number, that's the helpline for the UK. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's literally the phone number I just gave you. The anecdote has been mauled somewhat in the retelling, but at the time it was humorous. Oh, by the way, if anyone's thinking, looking for a film to watch, or indeed a book to read, or an audio book to listen to, we can both heartily recommend that you check out a film called John Dies at the End. It's fucking brilliant. It's a little bit weird. We bookended it by skipping through a film called The Holy Mountain, which I cannot as unreservedly recommend because it is more mental than mental is meant to be. Retrieval, and that's coming from a man who sings retrieval on a regular basis, often sitting on his own in a room. Prismatic orbs. Sorry. I better go and have a look at the old... I'm probably a little bit safer here, so I'll get to this little bit and I'll have a little look at the chat and see what people are saying, because I'm seeing it tick up. I'm seeing things are said and I'm missing them. See, this is me clenching my buttocks. Very slight height increase there. An interesting opinion about cannibals. Well, you know, cannibalism. I mean, it's not intrinsically evil. I suppose there's always consensual cannibalism. Look at that German dude who asked someone to eat his knob, his cock, his willy, his penis.
It was too tough for him.
Was it?
If I recall.
Imagine that. You finally get the chance to eat the one thing you've always wanted to eat. You get this delicacy, this rarest of rare things that you thought you would never get hold of. Someone actually gives you their cock to cook and eat, and then you fuck it up at the last hurdle. Oh, it's too chewy. And then the guy who's had his cock cut off as well, he's been sitting there thinking, well, I finally got what I wanted, and someone else, you know, got my waist and has made good with it. That's excellent. What do you mean you overcooked it? Oh, I could have given that to someone else. I could have let Gordon Ramsay chew on my donger. And now look what you've done. You've wasted it. Anybody who doesn't know who Gordon Ramsay is, I apologise. That anecdote is going to be a little bit less funny. Estos! Estos! Ay! Papi! Papi do abissa! Fucking hell. Forgive me, people, I'm not well. Let's have a little look. I was thoroughly gimped by Microsoft. See, that is a little bit of a weird thing about John dies at the end. He dies in the middle. Oh, that's probably a spoiler. Shouldn't tell you that. But to be fair, the plot is not told in a logical sequence of events. So
very scattergun.
Yeah, it is. It says, why don't we start at the beginning? Nah, fuck that. Let's start with a random anecdote totally unconnected to the main plot line of the film. Boom! Hollywood gold! That's not exactly what they said, I'm sure. I'm sure nobody involved in the filming ever uttered the phrase, boom, Hollywood gold. But, you know, maybe they did. Maybe it was me from the future what done it. You never know. I might have just remembered saying that in my stream and gone, I can recycle that phrase. It is good. You know, if you're going to watch it, buy it from my Amazon link. Oh no, sorry. I can't be so mercenary. But yeah, do watch it. It's a jolly good film. And if you really want something weird, you can't go wrong with The Holy Mountain. You will not take it back to the shop and say, this wasn't fucking weird enough for me. In fact, if anything, you'll be taking it back to the shop going, excuse me, I'm wondering if you could pay someone of the costs for my nursing home care after this film gave me fucking dementia.
You might as well watch it. It's a good sort of standard to judge other weirdness.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a litmus test to tell how weird something is, you watch it after watching The Holy Mountain, and then that can be your yardstick for judging, because that is the standard unit of utterly mentalness. The standard unit for insanity. Made by a man called, I can't remember his first name, but his surname is Jodorowsky. I think he's Scandinavian or something like that. I don't know enough about him to speak confidently, but I think he was a Scandinavian director of some type, some nation, and he was also at one point slated to make a version of the book Dune, which ended up getting made by David Lynch, of course. And yeah, if you've seen Eraserhead by David Lynch and you think that is a weird film, then think again, sunshine. Recalibrate your weirdness sensors, because The Holy Mountain is as weird gets. If you can find me something weirder, then I will probably explode. What's that noise? Is that something in my washing machine being bobbled around? Ah! The dodging's just no good tonight. I'm rusty. I'm no good. Too soon! Too soon! Too soon! Not too soon. Get those esters down your neck. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Billy Big Bollocks waddles into the room and shows everyone his nuts are massive. In that little anecdote, I am Billy Big Bollocks. Oh, shitter. Oh, he's filling me. Boom! Oh, and now he says boom. Oh, we all say boom. Booming into the afterlife. Ah. I am old enough to have seen the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy BBC TV series when it was first on. So yeah, I have seen Hitchhiker's Guide. But the recent film, is okay. I'm not going to start singing its praises.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. It wasn't great, I don't think.
Maybe that's because I'm viewing it through the lens of having seen the old TV series and read the books and listened to the radio play, which is apparently the original source material. It was first written as a radio play for BBC. But yeah, the film is okay in its own right, but as a tribute to Douglas Adams, I find it somewhat lacking. Although the guy who plays Zaphod Beeblebrox, he's in a number of very excellent films and is usually a good actor to just watch a film on the off chance because he's in it. Moon, a film called Moon with him in. I forget his name, but he's really good in that, and he's basically the only character in it as well. I would highly recommend you watch Moon. It's going to be a film recommendation stream. I can feel it coming on. I've already gone through a few. Oh, they hate me. They're bullying me. Oh, mummy, why do I have to go to school? Oh, God, the chat's moving too fast. Am I focusing too hard on the game?
No, you need to
I
Estus.
need to focus more on the game, if anything. I need to stop futilely flicking my eyes over to the chat and not actually reading anything, but just getting nervous about how much stuff is ticking past. Ferged pug chump? Is that something I said? Oh, that beeping noise. Can you guys hear that beeping noise? It's irritating here, so it must be irritating there. Prismatic orbs. Yeah, all the regulars get custom intros. And to be honest, if you've got a name I like and you've only been in once, you'll get a custom intro as well, because I'll be able to come up with something. Tyler Edwards, your name, your Twitch name being a real name, made it an absolute bastard to come up with anything even close to half decent for. Although, you know, I did my best. I tried so hard. Here we go. Now! I rolled at the right time! That's right, Father of the Abyss. I have sussed your roll timing. Come on, give us a swing. Oh, the other arm. Cheeky. Textbook maneuver. Ooh, it's not looking good. It's looking rather awful. Roll! Yeah, appear to have been fucked in the ass. Right. I'll be back in a moment. Everybody just watch Jay, make sure he doesn't nick anything.
What can I nick? There's nothing worthwhile nicking here, so...
Annoyingly, the washing machine has also finished, so at some point I'm going to have to run off and switch the washing machine stuff into the tumble dryer. I haven't planned this right. I've messed up. Sorry, people. I'm a failure. But we all knew that anyway. Nobody needs to be told I'm a failure. They merely have to look, and the information will pop into their head like magic. I wouldn't mind a beer right now, but unfortunately the other night I just drank all the alcohol in the house for no good reason. Actually, I say I drank all the alcohol. I drank all the cider and beer. I didn't drink any of the spirits, because I'm not a spirits drinker. It makes me feel poorly. In my tummy. I think it was more not your name that I liked, Tyler. It was you. You came in and spoke and talked, and I thought, oh, this guy looks like he might come back. I'd better butter him up with a special intro. It was more mercenary than perhaps we would all like to admit. I'm not afraid to admit that every time someone follows me, I go and look at their Twitch bio and go, what can I do to get this person to come back? I am that sad. I'm approaching this in the full knowledge that I will never be able to be a professional streamer. It's just not on the cards. Yet, somehow, I am compelled to do all the shit that you have to do to become one. Just because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like you have to. Prismatic orbs! There's only so many ways you can say that phrase, and I think I'm probably going to end up fighting this boss more times than there are ways to say it. So when we get to the repeats, I apologise.
What's the most British word you can think of?
British. There we go. I don't know. There are so many British words. I mean, like practically every word in the English language that hasn't been mauled by an American into an unfamiliar shape is a British word. That's not fair. Americans have some excellent users of the language. Many of their authors and poets are... Oh, actually, I don't know anything about poets, but many of their authors are quite excellent. Retrieval. Oh, bollocks, I ran the wrong way. Anti-clockwise scout. No, clockwise scoundrel. Clockwise, that's the way to go. No.
Oh.
Estus denied. Ready, and no, too soon. Too soon. Like a joke about 9/11 on 9/12. Flight! Run! Oh no, I can't even see where he is. What have I done?
Swinging your fucking sword or shit.
Pure panic. Pure panic just took over, and I paid for it. Bloody hell. Cuppa, you bloody simpleton.
Cup of tea.
Bring me a cuppa, you bloody simpleton. There you go, that's a very British phrase.
Yeah, bloody is quite a good one because
Yeah, you don't.
obviously Americans don't use bloody. I suppose Australians use it.
Yeah, and it is something in common parlance. Whereas a lot of the shit I say specifically because it is a weird thing to say. Like I say toodle pip, and my beloved partner often tells me off for that because it winds her up no end. But you know, I like it because very few other people are signing off with a
Sound
toodle
like
and a pip.
1950s gentleman.
I say what? Ah.
Or more like 40s, I suppose. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip, old bean. See you later. It could even be 20s and 30s, to be fair, because that's very Jeeves and Wooster. Done master. That's true. Not many people. You won't get called a simpleton by anybody who's not. Americans always reach for the R word. They want to call people retarded. But we prefer the much more elegant and less brutal simpleton.
Simpleton. Yeah.
Have you heard Mary said the kid is a simpleton? Can't even add up. Oh, Shazam! Fiddlesticks! Poppycock. There's a lovely phrase.
Poppycock, yeah.
Poppycock. No one says poppycock enough. Although it could be retrieval, misinterpreted as someone who has a poppy on the end of their cock. They call him Poppycock. Why is that? He has a red flower bursting forth from the tip of his penis. Whoa! Oh, no. Yes. Move that camera. You do get some fairly unforgiving camera angles in this game. Oh, the camera angle can affect my dangle. It makes it flop to the floor. Oh, no. Gotta stop with that. No ad-lib singing tonight. No, not for me. I swear it off here and now. Yeah, that's good. It connected.
Oh, Mr. Pillage.
Mr. Pillage? Oh, suck my pillage, you fucking...
Mr. Pillage. Who's that?
Prismatic orbs. Prismatic orbs. Prismatic orbs. See, that's 3 separate ways you can say prismatic orbs right there. I'm wasting them. I should hold them on. There's bound to be more attempts. I'm not going to kill the boss this time round. I've got to hold my prismatic orbs back.
That's great filler.
It is good filler, actually. It pads out the stream no end. Too many streams I watch, people aren't saying anything. It's like, come on, talk to me. Make me feel like I'm the only other guy in the room. Make me feel special. Babylon! Babylon 5. Oh, that's a terrible pun. It didn't even make sense. It wasn't even fucking funny. Why bother with a pun that's not funny?
Yeah, go on.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say wayo, wayo. What was that about? Stop it. Fnar! Oh, look at that. Right in the shins. Suck it. Right in the shins, you slag. You fucking slag.
Slag, that's a good English word.
It's a good English word, but unfortunately a little bit too misogynistic for my delicate tastes. I feel bad.
It's not necessarily, well, yeah, technically
It's
but
it's
it
a
could
feminine.
be the waste in a
It's like everyone
furnace.
likes every now and again to punctuate a sentence with a good, strong cunt. But you can't use it too often because, I mean, I contend, and I know sometimes you've argued the counter to this point at one point, Jay, but that word is particularly misogynistic. It's an N-bomb for ladies, if you will.
But it's just, I think, more times it's used is against men. So you'll call a bloke a cunt.
However,
and it's
however,
nothing to
you
do
are
with-
impugning them by comparing them to a body part of a lady.
Yeah.
And admittedly,
But
you
can
call
also
people
call them
cocks and dicks.
Yeah,
Which
and it means
I-
the same thing. If you call someone a dick, and you can also call them a cunt, it's the same thing.
True.
You're being a dick or a prick.
On
or a
one
cunt.
level, but I feel there's that I have to have that extra level of sensitivity, says the man who just said cunt about 5 times. I have to have a little extra level of sensitivity when dealing with that kind of thing, because feminism is a required thing in this day and age. It's not, women haven't won the struggle, as it were. They do face a lot of I've got a daughter now, I've been thinking about this shit too much. Do you know what? Having daughters fucking ruins pornography. It really does. But let's leave that for another day. Let's not talk about those sorrowful feelings. Let's not go down that particular dark little alleyway. Let's redeem things. Let's pull it back by saying prismatic orbs. Prismatic orbs. Prismatic orbs. Prismatic orbs. Oh, prismatic orbs. There you go. That's certainly the most jittery utterance I've made this evening. Anyway, let's read this book. Let's read the chat. You see, that's what I just did there. Some people may not have caught it. You may not have been looking at the webcam, but worse than calling someone retarded, I actually did the put your tongue between your teeth and your lip and go like that, which is worse than saying retard, because I'm actually directly using the affectations of someone with a disability. I was cussing myself, but a cuss is a cuss nonetheless. Nonetheless. Okay, no, this one's a goner. I've muffed this one up too badly already. Here we go. Men are insuperior. Where is this conversation going? The throat singing? Hang on a minute. You get the idea. I didn't do it very well there, but there was a resonant note starting to form in the back of the mouth. Maybe later on I'll do it out of just a sheer outburst of it, and we'll get the resonant note.
It does sound better live, I've got to say.
Yeah,
I did notice that the resonance.
Yeah, well,
where you don't get it on the video footage.
People don't tell anybody this. This is just between me, you, and YouTube. But I watched a video of people doing that. At the time, I might have been a little bit high, and I ended up spending several hours just doing that in an attempt to actually get the resonant note, and a few times I've actually managed to do it. As to doing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, unfortunately I'm not capable of doing specific notes with it yet, but maybe one day if I'm forced to play Dark Souls for long enough, I will manage it. I will master the art of the Tuavan throat singer and become capable of putting on shows at the Barbican. That's going to be lost on anybody who doesn't attend arts and music things in London, but there you go. Ooh, okay, here we go. I could do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with the old death metal voice, maybe. Let's try it. Let's try the first opening lines. Twinkle, twinkle. No. It doesn't have the notes. You can't. Certain things work better. The spoken word is much easier to push into a death metal voice. Put a bit of gravel on it. I'm going to lose my voice if I keep doing that. So let's all calm down for a moment. Hey, where'd the guy with the ranged attack go? Where'd all the ranged attacks?
Careful.
Prismatic orbs. Pardon me. Didgeridoo? I can't do a didgeridoo. No, it's not working. I've done it before, but what about this?
Oh, that's one I can do.
How about a bit of let's whistle some Ennio Morricone. I've mauled it a bit there. That's it's not the Good, Bad and the Ugly. What is it? Da 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 na 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 na. That's the Ecstasy of Gold, I think that one is. Metallica have come on stage to it a number of... Oh, bollocks to you, Dark Souls! Stick it up your arse and swivel! That wasn't for you people at home, dear viewers. That was for Dark Souls. I just did it to camera because...
Bollocks is the best British word.
Bollocks! That's a very useful word.
Bollocks.
And it rolls off the tongue. It's a mellifluous phrase. Bollocks. Bollocks. Oh, bollocks! Falling off the ear chicken.
Oh.
Bollocks.
Bolloculus.
This has been a serious kick to the bollocks. I don't know. I think perhaps the American accent is retrieval is better for the death metal voice. The death metal voice with a British accent underlying it doesn't quite have the same kick. It's like some singing styles only work.
Well, there is a band called Akakoka who are very English.
Akakoka.
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 More sort of black metal. Like it's black and death metal.
Show me your Akakoka.
He's got a very good death metal growl.
Yeah.
Also sings normally as well.
That works.
Got some weird evil sounding shit.
That's right, I do roll off cliffs. Rolling, 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 keep that scoundrel rolling, rolling off the cliff so high. Keep that asshole falling down into the darkness. If he's lucky, he will die. Scoundrel. That didn't work. Oh man, that could have been so
You
beautiful.
should have finished that off. We could have had a clip.
We could have had a happy ending. Oh, disgusting scoundrel! Stop it! What is wrong with you? Oh, I'm a fucking animal. Aren't we all, though? In fact, more specifically, I am a mammal. Just in case anyone thought I might be, a bird or
Reptile. Or
amphibian. A single-celled life form. A eukaryote. Oh
Amoeba.
God. I'm trying.
Tardigrade.
A tardigrade. Oh, wouldn't everybody love
They
to be
are
a
brilliant.
tardigrade? The space bears or water bears.
Space bears. Yeah.
Prismatic orbs. Sorry. It was unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Education for kids. Oh, don't. I've got to decide what school I'm sending my kid to.
Homeschool them.
I wish I could homeschool my kids. You have to have money to be able to. I've got to go to work. I've got to get a job. Anybody out there? There's enough people viewing now. We've got 7 people watching, so there's a chance there's somebody I don't know watching who's never seen the stream before and doesn't know I'm out of work. If you have a job that you think I could do, I would really like it because I am dead povo right now, yo. Ah! I'm being punished. Being punished for begging. The Father of the Abyss has reached out and said, "Your craven grovelling disgusts me. I will punish you with my extended time-travelling arm." Because that...
Too early.
Knackers.
Gotta get the timing right. Need
Buggery
to
bum
confirm
sex.
that shit.
Repeat after me, children. Bollocks.
Bollocks.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
Bollocks.
Bollocks. Bollocks. What am I doing? This is a special stream, Kiddie Winks. This is I've been away for a while. I've got a lot of pent-up idiocy to unleash on the world, and I've decided to open my mouth and let it all just fly past my lips. Have we got any newbies in tonight? Anybody who's not been around before? We did have someone in earlier, but the stream of insane babble rolling off of my tongue has been so intense that I've actually forgotten the things that were said at the beginning of the stream. In fact, often I will be saying something and I will already have forgotten what I said at the beginning of the sentence, which is why quite a lot of these stream commentaries could be described as rambling. I think rambling's a good word for it. Just inane nonsense really covers it as well, but yeah, rambling babble is...
Oh! Let's walk right through the humanity.
We've got the big fails here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing it with the downsides. Downsides, man. This is well downside. Oh, I am proper shit at this game. Proper rubbish. Or as they say across the pond, trash.
Trash.
I'm proper trash at this game.
Garbage.
Garbage!
Garbage.
Empty the garbage can! Have you seen those
Garbage.
garbage pail kids?
Is that the age where there was lots of garb about?
Is anybody on the stream watching old enough to know what I mean when I say garbage pail kids? I mean, actually,
Right.
coming from other countries, like if you weren't in America or the UK at the time, you may not know what they are anyway, but some of you, I don't know. You see, what a lot of you fail to appreciate is I was too old for Pokemon when the first fucking game came out.
Oh.
So people start talking about bollocks. Fucking bollocks! Stop telling everybody how old you are and get on like it's some kind of achievement. I have lived well much longer than you guys. What in it? Like I haven't even got cancer and that. Here we go. This is the proper shit. Goody gumdrops. Born from the flames of the furnace of the 90s, he returns to the stream to dispense justice, wisdom, and most of all, staff. Staff. Stuff things. People start talking bollocks. Some people might call what I say bollocks. Some people might retrieval call it shit. Many would call it insane. But I think that's probably a bit too grandiose. That's just me putting labels on myself. Like, yeah, I'm well insane, me, I'm totally mad. When, in fact, I'm perfectly normal. I am not a unique and precious snowflake. I am a quotidian, average man, merely gifted with the ability to talk endlessly, just rubbish.
Or bollocks.
Bollocks! I'm sure my neighbours will appreciate this noise tonight. At least I'm not doing it in the bedroom like I normally am. That's where I normally stream from. Because the fans are away, I'm in the front room downstairs. So all my neighbours have to do to escape the screamed bollocks and the prismatic orbs that I keep doing, all they have to do is go upstairs, go to bed. Go to bed!
Is prismatic orbs a euphemism for bollocks?
Praise the Joe! No, all praise Joe! The prismatic orbs are these sparkly doodads, as I understand it. See that off in the distance? That little twinkle?
Yeah, I know that.
He touched me on my twinkle! Could you please get him in prison for me?
He touched my
Strike that one from the
prismatic
record.
orbs.
He touched me prismatic orbs! It made me fucking tingle! I didn't like it! Anyway, where were we? What was I saying before I went off on that little tangent? How long have we been streaming? 48 minutes before I went off on that 48-minute tangent.
Seems about like 10 minutes.
I know it does. It seems very quick. This might end up being a long stream. I'm seeing myself going on late tonight. I was uncertain if I would even be playing Dark Souls. I was tempted to go into XCOM or indeed Goddess, but Dark Souls brings all the boys to the yard, so you have to really kowtow to popular opinion. Goddess ain't getting no love on the streams. Nobody's watching it, but people are watching Dark Souls. People will always watch Dark Souls. Sparkly doodads, show me your bejazzled genitals. Put some sparkly bits on your knackersack and just hope they don't get lost in wrinkles. What? Where is this coming from? Hello, that sound means somebody followed me. Oh, thank you very much, Warrior MPW. I appreciate your follow very, very much. It makes me feel all warm inside and in fact causes a massive tingling at the root of my genitals. Oh, I'm going to get banned from Twitch if I keep this up. I've got to walk that fine line between saying all the shit that's in my head and not being put in prison and or banned from Twitch. Trust people, there's a lot of Jimmy Savile jokes I'm holding back, innit? Just pray that most of the people watching have no idea who the fuck Jimmy Savile is. You're better off for not knowing.
Wanker, that's another good British word.
Wanker's being appropriated by Americans lately. I've been hearing a lot of people going,
It doesn't sound right.
have you met that wanker from Leicestershire?
Hampshire.
Hampshire! Yeah. It would be nice to have one day have like a little potato, tomato, which is a stupid fucking song because Americans don't call them potatoes, or
No.
English people. Nobody's calling them fucking potatoes. Except for the writers of that song. Oh, you dirty little scrote. I should drive you into the ground with the heel of my boot. Oh, look. 3 prismatic orbs. A trifecta of orbs in a prismatic state. Ah. I love reading the dictionary. This is my favourite book. Okay. Well, we've nearly been going for an hour on the stream, so I'm feeling a little bit hoarse. Not pony, horse. So I may need to take a little break soon. Not now, but soon. So I do apologise for that. But you can all feel happy and tingly about the fact that when I do take a break and walk away for X number of minutes, you will get to listen to some excellent music and talk to each other and make friends. Who knows, some of you may even end up going home together and fucking like rabbits all night long. I mean, that's maybe not going to happen. I don't know if we've got any ladies in. Well, none of that matters. We don't need any ladies. Men can fuck each other if they want. You bloody homophobes. What are you going on about? This is disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
I should ban you all right now.
Unbelievable.
That's it. I'm banning everybody in the chat. They've just started being so fucking homophobic. It's unbelievable. Maybe I should engineer a self-banning situation so that it does start a riot and I'll get all the PR for it. That's how PR works, isn't it? That's marketing in a nutshell. Marketing in a testicle bag. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go.
Almost all the vowels, wasn't it?
Almost. There's
One or two missing, I don't know.
That's the vowel form.
Hey-ow.
I'm going off the edge. Oh yeah, Schwarzenegger would do that. Chinese. Oh, I don't do a good Arnie impression. What we need,
No, not the one.
what we need is Jim.
Oh. Bollocks.
Bollocks! Fucking bollocks! Oh. Speaking of which, my bollocks literally shot up into my neck at the point I went off the edge there. I had 3 Adam's apples for a brief moment before they descended again and met their rightful place. Met their rightful place? I'm struggling for words now. I might need to have a cup of tea or coffee, or maybe even I could have a glass of water. So many beverages on offer. Ah, you shitter. Fucking head like a many-eyed chestnut. Horse chestnut.
It is actually, yeah.
Horse
Imagine there's
chestnut.
a coconut.
And
Fucking a conker inside.
Yeah.
Fucking coconut.
Retrieval. That's clearly the purest, most beautiful sound I've made this evening.
The angelic version.
That's me being all angelic and that.
Cherubim sing.
Cherubim, seraphim, Elohim, and the other types of angels
Steady
whose
on,
names I
steady
forget.
on.
I thought you were saying a type of angel, the stellion
The
angels.
steady
Cherubim, seraphim, Elohim, and Sterion.
Steady
Steady on! Steady on, lads, we're going for the front. Everybody over the top when I blow the whistle. Don't mind the landmines and watch out for Jerry. Jerry, no, hang on, weren't Jerry's the Allied troops?
No, they were the Germans.
Okay, good. No, that's it, the Allied troops were called Tommies. Who cares? Everyone's been banging on a lot about World War One lately. Oh, so long ago. So pointless. Prismatic orbs. Listen to that. A man who's playing Dark Souls, talking to strangers on the internet in his front room, an adult man, just called something else pointless. Not pointless, what did I say? See, I
I've
forget.
got no idea what you said.
Yeah, no,
I've
it's
gone 2 seconds ago.
look at that. Attention span of a goldfish. I did realise I was straying into deadly territory there. Don't mock the military. Oh my goodness. People will give you shit. And in fact, I think it's actually against the terms of service of Twitch. So, twerks his delicious anus. Now, delicious is an interesting word to use when describing an anus. I have to say, delicious. Attractive, good. Delightful, another good one. But delicious specifically invokes the sense of taste, and
Unless it's a cake in the shape of an anus.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be
Cakeness.
if it was made right.
A wrecked bun. Oh, that was a bad pun. I do apologise for that. I do apologise. 56 minutes of streamage. 56
bum fairy cake.
Bum fairy cake. Bum fairies.
I don't know what that would be.
A bum fairy is like a tooth fairy, except it fishes around in the toilet bowl and steals your turds. Tight bastards don't leave any money behind, though. Imagine that. That would be expensive if someone had, in the history of child rearing, had invented the shit fairy, and every time you did a turd in your potty or your toilet, it'd go under your pillow.
Well, it's kind of like in South Park with who's the poo character.
Oh, Mr. Towley. Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky, yeah.
Mr. Hanky,
Basically,
the Christmas poo, small and brown, he comes from you. I don't know the rest of the words. I'll have to look up the lyrics, or maybe not. An anus in the shape of a cake. Well, if you think about it,
they kind of are.
They kind of are. I mean, it's a cake with a hole in the middle, but there's a cake. Cake's around. Ani around. Anuses!
Anuses.
Show me your anuses. Get your rectum out. Ah, speaking of not weird films, not even speaking of retrieval. I just want to mention this film now because I've been mentioning films earlier in the stream. If anybody hasn't seen a French film called Irreversible, now is the time to have your irreversible virginity removed, because that film, if you can watch that film without crossing your legs in an uncomfortable sort of shudder, then you are a fucking psychopath. That has possibly one of the most harrowing scenes I have ever seen in a film.
Which one? The couple in there that I can think of.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple. No, the worst one. I mean, there's one of them's pretty like, oh, that's a bit much. But the other one, you watch it and you're I have literally shed half a pound of soul flesh. I weigh less in my spiritual being. I have been corrupted. My inner workings are decaying from merely experiencing the content of this film.
Imagine
it makes Human Centipede look like a fucking episode of Rainbow, a 1980s children's television programme from the UK, for those of you, most of you from other countries who are watching and don't know that. Oh, take a breath in, scoundrel.
Imagine where you'd be now if you hadn't seen Irreversible.
Happier?
What do you think?
I would be happier. No, I wouldn't be happier because it is a genuinely good film. It's a well-made piece of exploitation cinema, and one of the greatest French language films I've ever seen. Not retrieval. Oh, I'm singing the wrong thing. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Shut it down.
Shame. Stream's over. Bye. No. We all know what I'm supposed to say here, don't we? We all know. Prismatic orbs. I was supposed to say prismatic orbs, but I ended up trying to sing my little retrieval jingle, which is shit. No, it's not shit. I'm shit. I'm a terrible waste of human flesh. No, I don't believe it. Nobody's a waste of human flesh. He says, desperately strutting through his memory trying to find somebody who is a waste of human flesh. Let's skip that. We don't want to watch no cutscenes. We don't need your stinking cutscenes waving your Miyazaki in my face like it's all going out of fashion. He fainted. He hoodwinked me into doing a move. Get that tail. Surely his tail's a weapon. All Dark Souls tails are weapons.
Keep trying to surf
Figgins!
behind him.
Yeah, that's what I've got to do. I must approach this from the bum end. I will defeat him Arsewise. Oh, no, 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 no. Estus! No, bad place to do an Estus.
That's alright. Oh, lovely.
Ah, call the Vatican. That was a miracle. I am on the road to beatification. Oh, look at that. He did a little crotch wiggle in my face and then he batted me all over the race. Fuck me, what's going on?
That's some kind of combo.
Oh, Shazam!
That's it.
Ah. Oh, no! Complete scrotal retraction! Ah! And they're back out again. Good. Okay, feels better. Oh, okay. This is not going to happen before my break. I'm pretty certain. My mental state is deteriorating rapidly. The things I'm saying are becoming more and more dangerous. I am heading into the territory that requires censorship. I have to have Jay with a big kill button. He's going to sit there with a cattle prod, and every time I stray too close to making jokes about the darker side of life, he can just cattle prod me.
Taser will do you.
Taser, that's probably safer.
Taser.
Well, a cattle prod's basically a cow taser, isn't it? People run at cows with it and go, get down on the ground! Down on the ground! Hands on the back of your head!
When cow pushing won't work.
Would that be an effective way to milk cows quickly? Can you just stun them with a taser and all the milk squirts out of their udders? I don't know. Kel's breastfeeding at the moment. Maybe she'll let me test that theory. I mean, she's not a cow, but we're all mammals, right? I'm sure the theory works.
Same workings.
Similar workings. She definitely doesn't have the same sort of sized nipplage as a cow. That would be bizarre. I should probably not say things like that. That's terrible shit.
For the quantity of nipplage.
Strike that from the record. Oh yeah, no, cats. Cows. What? Actually, thinking of
Cats
it, like
probably have a similar amount of nipples to a
human
cow's,
beings
don't
actually have a fairly paltry quantity of nipples. We're relatively
That's
nipple
most
light
of
as
them,
animals go. You know, you shave any hairy mammal, and they're bound to have at least 6 nipples.
they? Humans, the nipple light.
Yeah. It's like a computer with only 2 USB ports. You're like, well, you know, it works, but what the fuck? I need to breastfeed 6 children at once. Prismatic orbs. Okay, we've gone over the hour. I'm going to make this the last run at this boss before I take a little break, because I'm already feeling a little lightheaded and my palms are getting tingly. So
I think you can do it. You can do it in this run if you really concentrate.
You can do it. What? Just stop
Just
talking.
circle.
You think I should shut up?
Circle to the left, I reckon.
Yep,
and
yep.
then and just try and get behind him, but and preempt the strikes.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect. Yeah, I'll just preempt the strikes.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just win.
Matt.
Yeah.
Now.
That's what I'll do. I'll just win. Actually, I've been doing it wrong all along. I should have just won.
Matt, no, win.
Oh fucking hell! Stop talking. Right, this is it. Silence.
Stop rolling
Too soon.
while he's not hitting you.
I've got to be silent. Oh fuck me! I did it immediately.
Back away.
Fuck. That's
away.
the.
Back away.
Ah!
Do it.
Stop it. I said I'd take a break. I've got to take a break. Clearly, I've just lost my mind, started making all sorts of weird noises. when I start making strange noises, you know, and that kind of stuff, I need to relax. I need to unwind. I need to calm down. I need to stop talking like it's the only thing I'm capable of doing. I am not just
like
a
Bez.
mouth. Stop talking like Bez. Hey man, you're twisting my melon, innit? These guys aren't old enough to know who Bez is.
I'm sure they do.
Some of them
Everyone
do,
knows
yeah.
who- Well,
Anyway, yes, it's break time, people. Everybody go and get your milk and your sandwiches out and sit down and have a lovely relax. Talk to each other. Have a few textual cuddles, you know.
chinwag.
Chinwag.
That's another British phrase.
Flap your gums, wag your chins, get some language flying through the air. Or across the screen, in this case. But, you know, that's what I mean. But, yeah, I'm going to take a break. And, maybe tonight, seeing as we've got some noobs watching, see if we've got some lovely new faces, I might whip this out. I might get a little bit of microscopy going on. Look at that.
Excelente.
Excelente. Microscopy. Microscope. Yeah, anyway, enough of that. I will maybe try and delight all the people who are watching. Anybody who doesn't want to hang around and listen to the music, you're dead to me. No, you can feel free to leave. I'm not going to be upset if you don't. It would be nice if you tickled that follow button before you did, but feel free to wander off for a bit. I'm going to be at least 10 minutes, possibly. The regulars will tell you I'm a fucker for wandering off, not coming back quick enough. But you know, I'm a little bit.
You do have strange bowel movements.
I do. Like God, my bowels move in mysterious ways. My peristaltic contractions can be close together or far apart. I don't often get to use the phrase peristaltic contractions, but I learned it in GCSE biology, and it's served me well ever since. Yeah, anyway, you know, like rabbits, very rapid peristaltic contractions, so their poos are round and small, whereas gerbils, slightly longer, cylindrical poos. Dogs and humans, very slow, massive long poops. What the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, right, yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of Sinister Elements fine-tunage, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, that's all right. Well, eventually, one of these days, you're all going to want to unfollow and refollow because I'm going to implement something. I'm recording all this babble for YouTube. Sorry, YouTubers. I didn't mean to put you through all this fucking nonsense. I'm going to stop. Bye. See you in a bit when I come back from my break. Think you're all special. Not like that. I didn't mean that. I'm not into that kind of retard shaming. Bye.